Okay, Goldwing riders, let's get right on into part 7 of 7, the wiring of the pole boy alternator conversion to your battery. Just like I talked about yesterday, the first thing I wanted to do was first to cut the wires from the stator, the burnt out stator. I've got them hanging right here. I'm gonna wind up also to individually take these off, because I don't want no type of backflow of electricity running from whatever system may pick up from the you know, the thing right here, rectifier. Alright, so I'm gonna take these up individually, so whatever comes down the wire go right back, or it won't be damaging anything. Now what I'm gonna do with these, I do have them shrink wrap, well not shrink wrap, but I got the casing on it. I'm gonna shrink wrap it, and then after that I'm gonna tuck them in there and let them keep going for the ride. Okay, moving on. Now let's talk about some of the equipment that you're gonna need for the wiring. First of all, a lot of people are using 8-gauge wire. This 8-gauge wire is a 19 strand wire wrapped in an individual casing consisted of 19 wires. It's a good thick wire. Don't get the solid core, get the individual wires. Alright, and I got enough to come from where I went from there, roll it through, and I'm over here. Now the next thing is the circuit breaker. I got a, you can see it's a CBC HB 40 amp. Couldn't find a 50 amp, so I got a 40 amp. Kind of let you see what it looks like. It is a 12 volt F21 40 amp. It consists of a silver bolt and a brass bolt. And how does that works? It works that the silver bolt takes the electricity coming from the alternator, goes through the breaker, comes out of here, the brass bolt, from here to the battery. Now the next piece of equipment you need is going to be some ring terminals. Here are the ring terminals for an 8-gauge wire. Five come in a case like that. I got that from well, I got the breaker from Lowe's, and I got the ring terminals from I think I got them from Lowe's too. Yeah. And like I say, you get 5 in the case. So there's one on the alternator, one here, 2, 3, and one here makes 4. So you got one spare. Alright, now let's go to how also to, let me go back. Now as I also to wired it, I ran my 18-gauge wire through a 5/16 inch hose. Reason why I ran it through here, because that 8-gauge wire has a maximum capacity of 800 volts. So if anything gets hot, I don't want it coming in contact with any other wire. I'd rather wind up and begin to see this melt or get hot and get to smoking before it burn any other wire. Also too, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how it runs right along the side of here. I'm going to take some zip ties and zip tie it up. Okay, again, this is not this is the easiest part of the whole conversion, so let's go ahead and get into the installation of it. And there's the one wire bolt. Same thing, you got a terminal, a ring terminal here. I found like a little cap that's on the top, but I'm gonna get something else to cover this whole terminal. Tighten that down with a washer. Run your wire as you see fit along the edge and the side of your bike. When you get so far here, I cut the 5/16" hose about right here, and the rest of it is naked 8-gauge wire. Again, it comes into the auxiliary. You say AUX right here on the corner. Go through the breaker. Come out here, it says battery right there on the corner, and you go from there. Well, again, less than 5 inches to the battery. Now, how I install that, like some people were saying that they caught a hard time because it was set up here on top of the battery. But if you know not where the battery box is, it's a little case that holds the casing of the battery, and it's a 10mm bolt right there. I took that bolt loose, found another one of my little small aluminum clips, screwed that into there, another screw into here, and then I screwed that right on into there. Now I have taken the side cover, popped it right on, didn't interfere with anything, so I'm a happy camper. Alright, now also how this will work. Notice when you run this along with the positive post of the battery, juice will be flowing in here to the battery to charge it. The motorcycle will be requiring juice to be coming out of the battery through your positive cable. It will go through, I don't know what the name of this device is, but it will supply the motorcycle with all the other electricity going through the fuse box and for the headlights and everything else, all through this assembly here. Alright, I seen where one guy, he did a 14-gauge wire going to the fuse box. If it required me to do something like that, but I'm gonna do some investigation on that to find out if it's really needed. So again, YouTube, this is a quick short video. Again, wired, run the wire how you see fit, but long as you get something to cover that terminal up here on the alternator, and I'm gonna get something to cover these terminals here as well. I have a old bicycle tire that I might wind up and cut it in a slot about that big and see if I can stick it in there and run a zip tie around it, and that'll protect this right here. Right? And then I might put something else like this, or either I might run it and try to blend it in with that when I get ready to put that on top of there. Alright, YouTube, again, like, share, give me some comments, and I hope this whole process was informative to those who are doing this procedure here, and I wish you luck with it. If you got any questions, put it in the bottom in the comment section. Let me know if you need any help with anything, and I probably could work something out and help you solve it. Again, max one thing, chase another one. Thanks for watching.